Hey Aries, how are you doing? Let's do a reading for this solar eclipse that's coming right up. We might have, by the time you see this, you might already be in solar eclipse energy in Gemini. Sun is just about ready to leave Taurus. If you get Sky Safari or Stellarium for your phone or Stellarium on your desktop, you can track where everything actually is. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Let's get some, I've got the Divine Doors out. Let's get a few of those for you. See how you're doing. We'll read them at the end. So the blue energy. So this is the color of my primary guide of my, it's the wrong way to say, my murder victims. Murder victims come to me for help. And this is the color of my best friend's daughter. This is her favorite color. When this comes through, it's a sign. I started this a few years ago with my best friend. I watch for this color. I have a candle this color burning right now. So there is something coming through from a victim, possibly. But definitely a message from the other side connected to you, someone close to you, who's on the other side. And they either had a violent death, or they were murdered, or they suffered tremendously. There was some sort of extremely harsh exit that was nothing to do with, it wasn't even within God's will, let's say that. I include suicide as murder. Alright, Aries. But definitely a message of deep love. Right off the start. There might be more to it than that, but I want to say that, let's say that this entire message is connecting with whoever this is. This is coming from them. I like that. Okay. And we'll find, on that, like I said, we'll read. Now we have a door opening. We have a shaft of light coming through. Yes. The sun peeking out. So since this has everything to do with the solar eclipse, this might be after the solar eclipse. Okay, and plenty of sun coming through there. All right, Aries. Let's get some details. Let's breathe into the deck a bit. This is the first time I've actually been made to understand, or the first time someone's chosen to initiate. I have plenty of conversations with victims through cards, but not in published readings. Private readings for others, yes. But so this is fairly special. First time for the channel. And so I'm very honored, Aries. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Before I just compulsively keep shuffling, there we go. Because all we need to do, they're not going to let the wrong cards fall out. All right. Here we go with, now that whole magical, now if this, well, you know what, I'm not even going to assume that we're following necessarily the same storyline that I've picked up on you over the months. I'm going to just, nope, because then I don't want my subconscious to project onto this. I don't think I can, but just in case I can. Something is starting because it's in the upright. Yes. This earthly situation, and it's divinely timed. Sideways. And yet, timing is suspended. Okay, so Taurus, Venus energy, Sagittarius, Jupiter energy. Second house, investments, liabilities, debts, assets, cash flow, basically, you know, basic security in this world, versus faith, long journeys, healing, the truth, philosophy. Both, okay, so, but this is a huge cross. Okay, so are we looking at a crossroads? An intersection. A cosmic intersection. There could be a transit involved between Jupiter and Venus. Is that even a thing? What's interesting is I was just studying, my Jupiter is almost directly opposing my Venus. So I was looking into that. What it means. It means, I might as well explain what that means. When things are opposing, then they need to be studied and reconciled to each other. They have to be found how to work together. And until they are found how to work together, then there are obviously problems. And if you don't know that they're opposing, then you don't know that they need to be solved. This is why astrology matters. And we were always going to be in trouble without it. I'm going to just let that be right where it is. Okay, so you're almost, we're heading home. So we got Sagittarius energy clarifying Sagittarius and Taurus energy. Completion, but not fully upright. It's pointing towards this Hierophant, this authority, this being either the teacher or the student. So are you in the teacher position or the student position? Contract, possibly. Yes. We were talking about a contract for quite a while. Wow. Did you see that? How that that fucking, sorry, spiraled, flipped. Okay, so we have 2 cups and 2 cups. And of course, this is a healing situation. Now it's Cancerian. So now we have the 4th house. We have family, ancestors, people that are close to us, spirit guides. And we'd have, you know, 9th house will have everything to say about spirit guides. But this could be very much, since it's pointing towards the Hierophant, it's going to be, I'm inclined to think that it's an earthly relationship. And it has home involved with a tremendous amount of, geez, look at this. Like I'm saying, okay. Again, it can go in the way of ancestors and spirit guides. Oh my, how am I forgetting? Because I release. Because I release. What did I say? Who is this message from? Oh, Aries. Okay. So you are complete self. You are nearing completion with this situation. Complete, you know, mastery. You know, full wands. This is your own, you are wands energy, right? Okay, so this gift is tied to this. There's a gift coming from this particular person is sending you something. This, okay. Because 6s are gifts. either from family, someone close. It's a soulmate card as well, so that might be relevant. In which case, in any case, obviously, deep condolences here. But yeah, so this gift is coming through attached to this Ten of Wands, but it's in the direction of even the protection is aimed this way. But what's interesting is then this, why is Temperance sideways? There could be a block. There could be interference. There's just this real world opportunity. I'm guessing that's the gift. And we have Taurus, Hierophant echoed here. And this is one you don't want to miss, but they won't let you miss it. Wow. Just like the Two of Cups, okay? Now, obviously happiness. And this echo of the Sun and the Pentacle, yes. Let me get the fridge. Okay, let me get the fridge. I got the fridge. Now, instincts and triggers. But now there could be a child involved. Look at this. Okay, so we've got divine timing, divine timing, divine timing. Solar eclipse. What was I saying about after, when the sun returned? Yes, so just after the eclipse. When the sun is, now, anything to do with the moon, moon effects require, like when they affect the tides react about, now when did it cut off? Did it cut off before I said, you might need to wait 12 hours after the eclipse or so, but it'll depend. But I'm not even sure what more needs to be said. Except there. Now it's flipping as it goes down. Wow. Okay, so for me this is one of my God cards. This is Kali, Grandmother Spider. Manifesting in your life. So they're working in conjunction with God, obviously. So they're safe. But you knew that. There could be a pregnancy. There could be a pregnancy. But that's for some. For others, creativity, extreme creativity. Like fifth house, we've got fifth house here. Fifth house with second house, we have second house repeating. So we have tremendous financial security coming through. So it's possibly there's an issue of faith, struggling faith. And you know what comes before a gift from somebody? When somebody's making the effort to get through to you in a big, this is big, right? This is big. It's big enough that it's worth saying beyond all the other gifts that come through from our guides all the time, right? And when good acts, then evil's watching and put stumbling blocks up, yes? And those stumbling blocks can cause, right? Because the chart is just as much in service of evil as it is your birth chart, right? Because this is a prison universe. Otherwise, we would create our own charts, wouldn't we? Or we would know how to create a universe or a multiverse. But, so that's a possibility. It's falling right there. Now this Page of Swords is guided. Very psychically guided. Gemini energy. For me. Others would put it as Libra energy. But I put Gemini as cardinal. Because Ptolemy's reasons for making Libra cardinal are too specific to, they're specific to his location on Earth. They're not good enough to handle Southern Hemisphere astrology. So, because they're tied to climate. Not just, but, and also the fact that Gemini is third house. So third house, I mean, I put the cardinals together in the first 4 houses. So something needs to be known. And somebody needs to not underestimate themselves. This page loves to be underestimated by other people. Loves to pick his moments or her moments. Takes their time. Knows everything. Probably the smartest card. Then the most agile card in the deck. Yeah, you can be smart and a king and a queen. Absolutely. But you lose some flexibility. Because you have to carry the responsibility of being king, queen, right? But this page has time, has autonomy, even though, you know, because he's, yeah. So, but there's a certain amount of underestimating yourself involved here, is what I'm sensing. And they don't want you to. Okay, anything... More Gemini energy. And of course the heartbreak between you and them. Leading back to the Two of Swords. And pointing up at the Four of Swords. Peace. Total third house. Total third house. So this Gemini energy. Harness the Gemini energy during this eclipse. So that you don't, so that you're, you know, understand there's a gift coming. Now I'm sensing the gift is coming right after the eclipse. That's what I feel. And then a certain amount of heartbreak will be finished. The right thing was done. Because that's the sort of truth. Doing the right thing. And it's, you know, it's upright. Capricorn energy down. This is getting complicated, Aries. Nine of Pentacles, proving yourself to everyone because you need to prove yourself to yourself. Well, this is an echo of this Page of Swords. So if we have two Gemini cards down, Gemini is the house of learning, so something needs to be learned. Something needs to be learned. So there might be a back and forth in you. And oh, this is the back and forth. Right? We've got back and forth in Temperance. Passing from one cup to another cup. Yes? Okay, back and forth, which is the passage of time. But right now they're letting me understand that it's the back and forth between teacher and student, teacher and student. You are teacher and you are student and you need to go back. There's something about being, while you're teaching, there's something you need to know, and they're bringing it through. They're making sure that you get the information that's what the gift is. They're making sure you get the information that you need. It's affecting I would say not even, it might be just in your head that it's affecting your independence. And it's not how others perceive you. Okay? But it's career related. This is all career related. Okay. And because then it's it's a blind spot, and so they're fixing the blind spot. There was no other way. It's their gift. It's part of your chart. It's part of your relationship with them. This is part of your soul contract with them. This Six of Cups soul contract. Part of it is timing. And the time is now. The time is now because it's manifestation time. And so they're making sure that you get this information. Okay. Let's go to the doors. The art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Okay, we might need some clarification on that. But you might not. I might. You might not. A cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly, then you have arrived. A cure for longing. Now, is it possible you lost this person when you were young? This is young energy. Here we have happiness. A cure for longing. Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken. See a new sunrise. So what I think is safe to say is there are many messages. There are many things that they've wanted to say for quite some time. And this is way more nuanced. This is way more layered. And of course it would be, right? This is so layered that there are different things that they want to say to you about different situations. And so you might want to reach out to them through a reader. But there's more to say. But in a nutshell, to start with, these are some of the things. Yes, so it's not all one situation. So, live deliberately, choose boldly. No sacred light in the aura of an invisible life, so be bold. So they really want, so there's emphasis on boldness. Emphasis on boldness. And they know everything. The pain and lies. The pain and lies, they know. Yeah. A ritual cleansing. So if you can stay close to their energy, maybe make an altar for them. Do something specific to them. A space, a little spot, something, right? If you haven't already, and maybe you have already. But if you haven't, there's one of my two of my clients in their home, and they're not, they're my, cleaning clients. They have, his sister passed suddenly a few years ago. And he has her photo, he has candles, he's not religious, but he loves religious iconography, especially Catholic, Latino Catholic, Christian. stuff. So there's the whole setup. There's thing, you know, boxed shrine things. Yes, and it's just beautiful. It's so full of life and color everywhere, and candles all around her, and incense and stuff. And there she is, and she keeps me company. Her name's Susan. But I have every home that I've been, wherever it cut me off. But it's coming. It starts with this message, but it's coming separate from this message. It will happen independently of this message. In terms of, even if nobody watches this message, it'll still come through. This is still happening. Beautiful. And if you ever want me to communicate more for them, absolutely just let me know. Let's say I'd even be game to do it for free, at least one more time, for sure. Just an absolute gratitude for this. This is beautiful. And if there was violence, if there was suddenness, and that's what my understanding typically is, then part of how they're healing is to help you. Part of how they're coming back into their, well, gaining even new power, right? And then as you interact with them, yes, pull the worlds together. Beautiful. Okay, Aries. Very excited for you about this. Especially, you know what? The information coming through is so significant in itself, but the connection ultimately is even more significant. Because yes, it matters. Surviving in this matrix matters. But the bigger truth of the fact that this person has communicated to you this way, and they're sending something to you. Yes? I mean, we often get gifts, but the fact that this comes with the message saying it's coming, right? I mean, something's building here, and it's just, it is the be all and end all. Okay. Much love, Aries. Back in 2 weeks.